You cannot discriminate against trans people. If a man says he is a woman in college, he should be allowed to play in college sport. That is the Biden administration's position.
So these two together, like it is funny watching. Sometimes, Dennis Prager does crack me up. But let's go ahead to the beginning of the segment to see Dennis Prager trash Destiny to the point where, I love when people get so annoyed with Destiny, they call him by his real name. Let's get into it.
Ask Stephen a question.
Please.
Okay. Yeah. So, Stephen, how do you stand on men who say they're women competing in women's sports?
I'm assuming the question has to do with trans people competing in sports. I think that my personal view is that sports up through probably high school are just there for people to kind of like play games and get along with each other and, like build camaraderie and stuff. So I don't really have much of a concern past.
I can't stand people like this. I would be like, you know what? All right, yo. Because like if we can't have a real discussion about this, bruh, like I can't do this with you, Destiny. Like I cannot. Like I'm a whole girl. Like, and I'm gonna get mad first before I be like, okay, I'll take your calm answer and why don't we dissect that? Like, no, we're not gonna dissect that, brother. Like we're not, okay? That's not what's going on. All right. Like it's just so you can tell he's annoyed too. I feel like I'm gonna be cracking up this whole time.
Up to that point, once you get to NCAA or professional events, I think that the dividing between the sexes is very important for athletic competition. So I'm generally opposed to trans people participating in the gender they identify with.
So you know then that the Biden administration has extended the anti-discrimination legislation passed to protect women. They have extended it to trans people. You are aware of that?
That they've done what?
They have extended it to trans people so that...
Wait, extended what to trans people? I'm sorry.
You cannot discriminate against trans people. If a man says he is a woman in college, he should be allowed to play in college sport. That is the Biden administration's position.
I'm not aware of that right now. I thought it went the opposite. My understanding, so just to be clear, my understanding is that right now they can't.
All right. So what is your position? Since I think the whole left stinks, you think Donald Trump stinks. So I talk about the left. So let's go.
Because he's annoyed. Good. He's annoyed because the thing is, when him and Dave Pakman debate, he didn't get that annoyed with Dave Pakman because the thing is, he does his thing in a sleazy fashion. So it's like they're both kind of being sleazy. Destiny can evoke a serious annoyance out of you. And I would be like, yo, it's not that I can't debate you, but bro, you're so annoying.
Go to Gavin Newsom. In California, where I live, there is a law. It is a law. It's not a recommendation. That if a kid, an 8-year-old, says that she is a boy, and the school is not permitted to tell the parents that the girl thinks she is a boy and goes by a boy's name in her school. Do you think that is a moral and good law?
I don't think about this. I'm so sorry, but when I look at Donald Trump, this is a man who tried to overthrow the election and resist the peaceful transfer of power. I can't think of a thing that I think less about than where trans people say. Just to be clear, hold on. Just to be clear for people that don't know. Just to be clear for people that don't know my background.
You guys on the left should thank God every day for.
Hold on. We'll wait, Dennis.
If you.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Like, how can y'all not? Please tell me you find this funny. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Yo, I didn't. He was. Okay, let me get myself together. Okay, this is why I decided to start putting my face back on the videos because it's harder when you're faceless and then you're cracking up and the person's probably like, get to the next point. Okay, look. He's like. This whole screenshot is hilarious. He's like, look, there's something going on with the sports. The girls can't, you know what I mean? Men are competing with women. How do you feel about this morally? This is something I can't think about. I don't think about because I just think about how Donald Trump tried to steal the election or whatever nonsense he said, trying to stop the Constitution. And he's like, the left should thank God every day for January 6th. Yes, because What does that have to do with anything? And you could tell what happened was Destiny pulled up the because he's typing, right? He pulled up the thing. He's like, damn, he's right. What am I gonna say? So he comes with something else. That's how he does it. It is fantastic. It's just insane, yo.
If Stephen, hold on. If Stephen doesn't want to answer the question as you see it, allow him not to answer it.
Sure.
But let's
Or
hear.
I'll answer it.
I'll
answer it. I was banned from Twitch for opposing the integration of trans people into sports. I don't think it's appropriate. I probably stand in opposition to a lot of the very far left.
Okay.
What?
The law. Okay, so let me just go on record. I can give you the rest. We could talk hours.
Sure. What's the California law for the 8-year-old? Go ahead. What was it?
Yes, you cannot. A school cannot tell a parent. Doesn't have to. Is not allowed to tell a parent if a child identifies as the other sex in a California school.
That would probably be something I'd be opposed to as a parent. I think I would want to know that if my kid was identifying as a different gender in class.
Correct. So you see, if it weren't for Trump, you would have to spend the time with me or anyone else defending the left and their scummy little laws like that ruin lives of kids and have girls get their breasts cut off at 18 or even younger. It's like nothing matters. All that matters is January 6th. Every time I raise an issue, we go back to January 6th.
Because he tried to rebel. It was a rebellion against the peaceful transfer of power.
He told people to go peacefully to the halls of Congress.
He told Mike Pence. Why were they going there? What were they going there for?
To protest the results of the election.
Exactly.
Because they thought it was cheating. You're right.
Exactly. It was an insurrection. They thought, no, you're not allowed to protest with violence.
You're not allowed to overthrow, but you were allowed to protest.
When they were going there to support Mike Pence, what did they want Mike Pence to do?
Yes, they wanted Mike Pence not to accept certain electors from certain states.
Exactly.
Yes, that's right.
Correct.
Okay, but okay.
Which was against the ECA, right? That was illegal under the Electoral Count Act, right?
But I don't agree with that, and
that's fine. I don't agree with insurrectionists either, but you understand the ridiculousness of wanting to have a man who has now usurped criminal immunity as the president. So a lot of the illegal actions that he took. Right. Remember, Roberts, in his opinion, said explicitly that when Donald Trump told his acting and his deputy attorney general, can you guys write fake notes to the state legislatures to say that we found evidence of voter fraud that wasn't there? We can't even criminally review that anymore, right? So a man who's now criminally immune, who tried to overthrow the government, that's going to stand out more in my mind, even if they failed at it, than whether or not 8-year-olds in California, their teachers tell their parents if they're trans or whatever. Okay. I didn't say it doesn't matter, but some things matter more than other things.
Right. In the day, you're right. It matters less.
I am.
What happened on January 6th. January 6th is wildly overblown. If it wasn't an insurrection, not a single person has been arrested or indicted on insurrection. Donald Trump was not accused of fomenting insurrection. The term is a left-wing lie about what happened on January 6th. I don't like January 6th. I condemned it when it happened. It was not an insurrection. That the language that the left uses, fascist, Nazi, insurrection, misinformation, disinformation, this is the language of division that you denied the left engages in.
That's it, and that's all. There's nothing else after that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, he's right. I don't know why the closed caption is on. I hate when that happens. He's right. Like, I mean, he really, that's it. Like, everything's, you know what? One, I do like that Destiny finally explained to me what fake electors were. Because Anna Kasparian and freaking Cenk Uygur cannot take it when it comes, fake electors. And I'm like, yo, wait, what are fake electors? The letters? Yes, guess what? Governor, damn, I wish that so bad was true. Senator Doug Mastriano went to January 6th with the letters, and he prayed with those letters. You know why? We voted against our Constitution in Pennsylvania. That's a fact. It is a fact. They stopped the certification. One of the judges stopped the certification. Another one came and overrode her and said, certify the election again. I will never forget that happened. I don't care how I feel about Trump today. I will never forget that happened. That happened. And so he went out there. He was one of those people who went out there with the letter, saying it wasn't about fake electors. It was like, yo, this was done wrong and these votes do not count.